About 3 months ago, we installed the Blink XT2 wireless security cameras outside of our home here in the desert. You can see one of them above me here. And one of the most requested comments that I got was, we want to see a follow-up. We want to know how how these cameras performed, the battery life, those kinds of things. So I'm going to give you a quick follow-up in this video about how we like these XT2 wireless security cameras. And a link to that initial install video will be in the description below. Overall, we like the cameras. They work well, they capture motion pretty well. The thing that we don't like about them, and this is really, I would imagine the case with all motion sensor cameras, is it gets a lot of nonsense motion, like birds, and there was even a spider that we caught up there. Accidentally deleted that video, or I would show it to you. It was pretty cool to see. Kind of creepy, but pretty cool, the spider crawling up the camera. Anyway, it gets that kind of stuff, and you're going to see those videos on your phone pretty often, like almost every single day. There's a bird that sets off these cameras. You can adjust the sensitivity of the motion to help prevent some of that. Quite honestly, we haven't messed with that too much because we would rather capture more than capture less. So we're okay with going through some of those videos and just deleting the ones that we don't like. A feature that we use a lot in this camera is the arm versus disarm feature. So during the day, we tend to disarm the cameras because we're out and about, we're doing things, and we don't want to capture us just going about our day because that's just a lot of power and storage that we don't want to use for meaningless video. But then when we're away from the house or at night, we will arm the cameras so we get everything. We have a nice 360-degree view of the entire house, so we feel like this is pretty, we have a pretty good surveillance system on the property. Your most popular question was the battery life, because we installed these separate mounts, which are way better than the mounts that come with the cameras. A lot more flexible, a lot easier to install, and quite frankly, they're heavier duty, so I think they'll last a little bit longer. But the camera sits inside these mounts, which means to change the batteries, it's a little bit more of a pain in the butt. In almost 3 months, we have not had to change the batteries at all. They come with lithium AA batteries. They come with the cameras, which is really nice, though you can buy batteries separately, of course, for the future. But we've never had to change them in 3 months. We've heard 6 months, we've heard 9 months. People have different stories, but for us, we've never had to change them. So we are certainly happy with that. And these Blink cameras come with a little gateway that you can see here. And this is what connects wirelessly to the cameras around your house, captures the video, uploads them to the internet, because that gateway is connected wirelessly to your network as well. So your Wi-Fi network in your home, and that's how it facilitates the communication, how you can view all those videos on your phone. It uploads them from the gateway, then your phone downloads them from the internet. Works really well. The only time that it doesn't work is, quite frankly, when you're not connected to the internet. Then obviously the videos won't be able to upload. But as long as you have a pretty reliable Wi-Fi system, and for us, being out in the middle of nowhere, it's not perfect, but it's reliable enough for us. So we haven't really had a problem with that either. And that gateway just plugs directly into the wall through a USB connection. So it never goes down as long as your house doesn't lose power. And the last thing I'll say is these cameras also come with built-in temperature sensors, which is pretty cool. We have our own separate temperature sensor system, so we don't use them, but it's really nice to have in these cameras if you don't, so you can record video as well as temperature wherever your camera is mounted. So some people will mount their cameras inside so they can monitor their temperature inside the house as well as the temperatures outside. So all in all, we would probably give these cameras, what, a B+. They work very well. They capture a little bit more than we would like, but again, we would rather capture more than capture less. If you have a lot of people running around outside your house or inside, or you have dogs or whatever, you'll probably capture a lot of stuff that you don't want, but that's just the nature of motion sensor cameras. When it senses motion, it's going to start recording. You'll get a little alert on your phone when it senses motion, so if you're out and about and something happens at your home, it senses motion, you're going to get an alert on your phone regardless of where you are, as long as you have cell connectivity, of course. And you can view that 5 or 10 second video on your phone. So it's really nice, works very well, and we like the cameras. And one more thing that's super cool, these cameras have live mode, which means you can see what's happening at any camera at that moment, and it also has a speaker. So for example, if there's a delivery man who's at your door and you need to communicate with this guy or girl, you can activate live mode, talk into your phone, that will transfer over to your camera, and that delivery person will be able to hear what you're saying. It also has a microphone, each camera, so you can hear what they're saying. So it's not gonna be real time, it's not gonna be like a telephone conversation, there's gonna be a delay here, but it's kind of cool to have that feature as well. Frankly, we didn't realize these cameras had it, but don't use it much because there's nobody around here, but it's kind of nice to have if you need that feature. So live mode is really cool. That's it. Very short and sweet video, just to follow up. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, link in description to the original video and to the cameras that we bought. Highly recommended. And as our dog drinks, I'm just gonna stand here for just a minute until she stops drinking. She's still drinking. Good. All right. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you. I don't have to tell you to subscribe and yeah. We'll see you next time.
What are you doing?
You drinking?
What are you doing? What?